Before we start out today's video, the first thing that I do want to briefly discuss for all of those who care, for everybody who's celebrating the Black Ops 1 and 2 ports, they finally been released on PlayStation. I haven't played these games in literally over 10 years. I haven't played these games in over a decade. So to even be able to sit here and get my hands on Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 again, like, it's surreal. And I know it'll never happen, but I gotta ask this one hypothetical. If there was some sort of a way that WWE 2K, whoever, whatever, they just sat down and they was like, you know what, we're gonna do a poll. We're gonna ask the community if there is one WWE game that you would like to see us bring back, port over, we'll handle the legalities, the copyrights, etc., etc. What game would you pick? Now I don't know. I was gonna say this might be an unpopular pick, but I know that's a lie. I would personally choose WWE 2K14 because in my opinion, it's easily the greatest wrestling game of all time. Or maybe SmackDown vs. Raw 2010, or maybe 2011 or 12 for Universe Mode, but I think I gotta go with 2K14. Hell, it has Universe Mode, but I do want to go ahead and we got some things to discuss about WWE 2K26's upcoming Season 4 and the well-awaited WrestleMania 42 pack, and so we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. Just like always, timestamps will be in the description below, but we're gonna go ahead and get into it. As I previously stated in my recent videos, the current release date for Season 4 of WWE 2K26 is currently slated for July 22nd. Now, as of today, that's pretty much less than 2 weeks away. Hopefully the WrestleMania 42 pack will release on the same day. As we continue to get closer towards the 22nd, I'm sure we'll start to see 2K release, information. They'll start doing teasers, etc., etc. But ever since WrestleMania 42 has passed by, the community has just been pretty much non-stop speculating about who's going to be in the WrestleMania 42 DLC pack. Now, a lot of rumors have circulated that we could see Paige make her return to the WWE 2K series. Both Cornell and the WWE Games account helped to make it, build a bunch of hype around these rumors, because when they made those cryptic tweets when she returned. But unfortunately, it does kind of appear that she didn't make the final cut for the DLC. Now, this information is coming courtesy of Twisted J. According to him, the pack that we're going to see in the WrestleMania 42 pack is going to contain the WrestleMania 42 variants of Alexa Bliss, Cody Rhodes, and Liv Morgan. Now, what I'm curious about is, if they'll add Liv's new entrance music, and if they'll even add a variation of the entrance she had at WrestleMania. Now, the music, I think this is kind of a guarantee, because this year we've seen them add multiple variations of Superstars theme songs. In my opinion, the most shocking one is maybe Kane's Slow Chemical, but the entrance motion is where I'm kind of like, it's like, And not to rip off R-Truth, but as far as Liv's WrestleMania 42 entrance, I don't really think that was PG. Now, of course, the game is obviously rated T for teen, but I still don't think 2K would be able to get away with something like, her Mania entrance, because if you remember, I think she was doing something, I wasn't like a Christina Aguilera type of thing, and they stripped her clothes off, so I don't know if 2K would put that into the game, because would that be considered suggestive or provocative or something? And I gotta also say, how sponsors are with the WWE and these types of things, because hey, do you guys remember why Mattel asked WWE to release Mandy Rose? I mean, if you know. The example I used earlier about Cornell and the WWE Games account posting Paige is exactly why I think she's in the game. Now, of course, Cornell's account is obviously his personal account, so for all intents and purposes, he can obviously post whatever he wants. But the fact that the actual 2K account posted it first and then he retweeted it, I mean, that's kind of suspicious. Now, if you remember that a few months ago, Status mentioned that some of the former superstars were in the game files, Edge, Jericho, etc., etc. Paige was one of those superstars. Then also remember that Cornell responded to a fan who asked for more personas of the women wrestlers. And so what I'm speculating is that Paige isn't in the WrestleMania 42 pack because 2K is going to do what they did last year. Now, remember how they added Goldberg and Nikki Bella last July via the island? I wouldn't be shocked if we saw them add Paige and maybe even Brie Bella through the island this year. But keep in mind, just like Twisted J said, the content is always subject to change. I mean, let's face the facts. We all remember the Travis Scott fiasco last year. 2K could very well decide to add Paige in the WrestleMania 42 pack, especially when you consider that a lot of people are asking for them to put her in the game. Responding to the community's request in this situation, it could be a huge PR win for 2K. But I mean, you never really know when it comes to them. But somebody who is making a return is 04 Randy Orton. Can we get a round of applause? People have been asking for this version of Orton to come back for quite a long time. Now this information is coming courtesy of Water Mike. He said that he found this Orton in the Battle Pass. It's going to be in the premium section. Now like always, take anything you see online with a grain of salt. But if what he says is true, we're going to get one of the greatest. Literally one of, I don't care if you want to say top 15, top 10, top 5, top 3. One of the greatest theme songs of all time is going to be coming back in a WWE game. Honestly, it's kind of a shame that Randy himself hated the song. And I already know what people are going to say. At this point in time, I sound like some nutty, crazy conspiracy theorist. I got the tinfoil hat. I don't know. We got the Twilight Zone music playing. But again, I mean, I could be tripping. But it points to me that 2K is going to bring back the ruthless aggression era. Because like I'm saying, we already know we're going to get Batista 02. We now know we're going to get Randy Orton 04. We got all of these different persona cards based around the mid 2000s, early 2000s. We got like what, 3 or 4 or 5 versions of ECW CM Punk. I don't know if I'm reading too much into this. Am I just overreacting? Am I making something out of nothing? But I wouldn't be surprised that whenever we get the announcement, WWE 2K27 is going to be about the Ruthless Aggression era, and the cover star, I am willing to bet, it's going to be Randy Orton. I'm telling you right now, we're going to get some sort of a Randy Orton themed showcase. Mark it down, stamp it, leave a reminder. I really don't care. But you come back to me in a year from now, WWE 2K27 is going to be about the legend killer, Randy Orton. And if I'm somehow wrong, which maybe I will be, I'll shave my eyebrows live on camera. But you know what? Nobody's going to remember this, so I don't even have anything to worry about. But the final thing that I do want to briefly discuss, because last but not least, this is kind of funny and I do just feel the need to mention it. So this is something going around in the community. So 2K unknowingly reposted a TikTok from a user who was using mods. Dun dun dun. Now in the actual video itself, it was a pretty badass spot. But a lot of people are pointing out that this could mean one of two things. Either 2K is just oblivious, or they're subtly hinting at a new feature for WWE 2K27, because a lot of people have also pointed out that many of the things that modders have been doing for years now, they're gameplay features. For example, look at this year, dumpster matches, thumbtacks. Now we also know that 2K27 is in development, so maybe this is a feature we'll see in next year's game. And I know technically, you could argue that maybe they're hinting that this is something they could add this year, because this year we've seen mid-season, I said mid-season, we've seen them make some sort of, I guess we can say, dramatic gameplay changes, like while this game is in action, which I feel like is even, that should be the point. I mean, this is a live service game now, so I think they should do stuff like this. And I think the biggest example is the wear and tear system. When the game launched, it wasn't in the game, and so if that was something that they added, they could add this into the game as well. And I've seen a lot of people have pointed it out as well, that for the most part, man, these games are basically the same every single year. You might have, new roster changes, new story modes, maybe a new match here or there, a new graphical update, a new systematic overhaul of something. But for the most part, it's just copy and pasted every single year. So, you could make the argument that realistically, man, you could do some drastic gameplay changes that you can do on this game instead of waiting until next year. Because again, you're just using the same copy and pasted source material. You're not really doing anything too different. And since this is a live service game, now with, we gotta say it, go ahead and say it with me, live service slop. if you want to make a live service game, I think I said this in one of my videos, if you want to make a live service game, don't do it just to screw us out of our money. Actually do some of the work you need to do, because we know they want to copy NBA 2K, which copied Call of Duty with the Battle Pass, which copied Fortnite with the Battle Pass. So it's like you want to do the money grabbing stuff, but you don't even want to do the bare minimum of giving us frequent new gameplay changes. I don't know, like, am I tripping about it? I don't know, man. Maybe am I being too harsh on the corporation? Either way, however you truly want to look at it, we know that 2K does have a lot of things planned and a lot of things coming for 2K26. Now, unfortunately, will it be free? Who knows? Will you have to open up that wallet again, even though you spent 70 bucks, 100 bucks, 130 bucks, or 150 bucks on the game? Who knows? Maybe you will, but of course you do also need to remember, if you didn't get the NWO, did I say the NWO edition? I mean, because I think the Monday Night War edition is the name. I think it's the Monday Night War edition. If you got the Monday Night War edition of the game, you will get access to the WrestleMania 42 pack. But if you have any of the other editions, whether it's the Attitude Era edition, the King of Kings edition, then of course the standard edition, you won't get it. You're gonna have to specifically pay for it separately, or you can spend the extra, I don't know how much they charge for the upgrade, like 20 or 30 bucks to upgrade to the quote unquote Monday Night Wars edition. And I don't know, man, I feel like, I don't know if I care that much about new WrestleMania attires enough to purchase it separately. I mean, at some point it's gonna go on sale, maybe around Black Friday, maybe sometime before the summer ends. So I really do want to know, for the people who didn't get the Monday Night War edition, will you be convinced enough to spend money on this pack separately? Will Paige being in it, if she does somehow get put in it, will that make it any sort of different for you? If this is your first time stopping by the channel, go ahead and get that leg ready, because I want you to go ahead and tune up that band, because you are gonna super kick sweet chin music that like button. I'm talking about hit it with the meanest, I mean the absolute meanest sweet chin music that you could possibly muster up. But then I don't want you to stop, because we aren't done. It ain't over till I say it's finished, because I want you to go ahead and throw that subscribe button, throw it off of the ropes. I want you to pick them up, catch them on your shoulders, and then I want you to hit them with a attitude adjustment, just like 07 John Cena. But either way, man, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Take it easy, man. Your boy getting ready to sign out.